Hello, women. Women's Spirit Festival. You're in the right place. This is another Women's Spirit interview. Welcome, everybody. I'm here with Callie Cares. Welcome to this Women's Spirit interview. Do you ever find yourself getting triggered? Do you ever find yourself like reacting over things as if they're really huge, but they're simple? Well, Kelly and I were having a conversation behind the scenes, and she particularly helps women with this, and she's going to be weaving some magic for you here today. So expect a breakthrough. Welcome, Kelly. It's so good to have you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be here and be with all these incredible women that are ascending.
This is what Women's Spirit's all about. It's about ascending and awakening. Women's Spirit Festival is just a magical portal for women to do just that. So I'm so thrilled to have you. Everybody, let me introduce this magical light being who has blessed my life. In fact, for many years, our paths, if I can speak, crossed many, many years ago. And then they've recrossed through Women's Spirit Festival, and Callie continues to bring light and love and joy and presence to my world. So I'm really excited to introduce her. Callie Cares is a renowned psychic quantum energy healer and spiritual success coach who helps high performing leaders and visionaries, like many of you, achieve rapid transformation by aligning their energy with divine frequency. We all need that frequency. Somebody put frequency in the comments down below. Known for her miraculous healing journey and sacred connection with whales, as you can see, her beautiful earrings have whales on them, right? And multidimensional helpers, Callie empowers others to manifest extraordinary results at lightning speed. And that's what we want. Like, we don't want to stay stuck anymore, right? So, Callie, let's just dive right in deep. Why lightning speed? Why does it have to be rapid and now?
Okay, sister. Well, it doesn't have to be fast, but why struggle? Why struggle any longer? Like, I mean, we are, most people are in their 30s, 40s, or 50s or beyond. And why be stuck and be living in those heart hurt tears when we can expand rather than shrink and really quickly let go of what's holding us back and be the divine beings that we are. Oh, so why not go fast?
That's what I found is a theme that's weaving through with all the speakers I've been chatting with is now. Like, now is the time. We've done the work. We've done all the different processes. So many women watching this as well. I have shadows of light coming in my room, by the way. We've done all the processes and we've reached a point where it's like, okay, can we finally move on? Can we finally be not dragged down? But we still have to go through it. What do you think about that?
Well, I believe that we all have the divine light within us, and it can be so simply connected to. And when we do that, miracles literally happen. I have seen it over and over and over again with my clients where they have struggled. They've been in therapy for like decades or like years. And then we work together, and like within a couple of months, they have progressed faster than they did in all of that stuff because I want them to know that they are a divine being. That's my whole job. My whole job is to remind everybody that they are a divine being and that when they connect to the divinity within them, miracles happen. And I've seen it incredibly happen, like within sessions and like maximum couple of months, it's like their whole life has changed. And I just want to love everybody up and let them know that who they are. And by the way, you look like Pocahontas right now with all the leaves all over you.
And there's a tree out front, and the sun is shining through the tree right onto me. And I'm like, I was gonna close it. And Callie's like, let the light beam in on you. And what you're talking about is like you're reminding women of their divinity. And she was like, leave the light on you. So here it is, everybody. This is maple tree
Yeah.
shining. The sun is shining through a maple tree on me. And
And you're radiant.
it's the remembrance of our radiance and our light. So we're just gonna leave it.
Okay. I
Kelly,
love
tell
it.
everybody more about the work that you do and yeah, let's start there. What is the work that
Okay.
you do with women? How does it work?
So I use my psychic gifts to go in and find the core reason something is stuck. So somebody might, for example, like just a couple of weeks ago, I had a client that said, Callie, I really want to clear my abandonment issues. I have a new relationship and we're working together and we're like, I see us being life partners forever. Like could be my forever somebody. And I want to get rid of the fear that I have around abandonment. And so they said, my parents divorced at like when I was just a young child. And so I went in psychically, and the first thing that came up was this blonde, curly haired dog. And I said, okay, the core issue is actually the dog. And they're like, oh my God, I would have never have put two and two together, but my parents gave away my dog when I was only 3 years of age. And
Oh,
that was my first loss. And so it could be, sometimes it comes back that, the worthiness or abandonment or whatever that we're working on can be generational, it could be past life, or it could be gestational, or it could be this lifetime. But I'm so blessed to have the guides that I have to work with me that bring me right there so we can just sever, clear the cords, fill you full of light and like heal that whole area so that it's like done and never having to be dealt with again. And that's like the miraculous part that I feel so honored to be able to hold those frequencies, which, by the way, if we can talk about the whales now, is that I have spent extensive time with the dolphins and the whales that have given me these quantum frequencies, and they are part of my team, and they literally tell me where to be physically so that they can infuse me with those energies. And then those are the energies that so quickly, because I've seen over the years, because I've been doing this for 25 years, I've seen where it would take a year for me to help somebody, where it's taking now weeks to
very
months.
cool. So things are
Yeah,
accelerating more and more
accelerating big
rapidly.
time. Yeah.
We need this on their planet today. We need healing that comes through quickly, and I think women are really ready for it. We're like, okay, let's go. The time is now, and our time is now, and this is why this event exists, so that women can rise together and actually make a difference. So this is really, really powerful. Now, you haven't always been doing this work. How did you come to, what's your story? How did you come to do this?
So it's a story that I actually held secret for a long time. And it took Jack Canfield calling me twice to say I had to come out with this. And I had to understand why it was so important that I shared this story, because I was taught growing up to leave the garbage can on the lid, like the lid on the garbage can, not to share with that, and also to put a false facade in
Mm.
front, and I grew up in a household that there was a false facade. There was alcoholism and abuse inside the home, but on the outside we were family of the year in the church and leaders in the church, and I went to private school and the whole thing. But you would
Everybody think that you were just like, how many of you watching and listening can relate to this? If you've had something similar, put the word relate, where like everything on the outside is fine. We're not allowed to share what's actually going on the inside, because I think that this is really common in women. And when we call it out, we can be like, we're not alone. Okay, keep telling us your story.
Yes, yes. So I came out with the story just over 10 years ago, with the story about the fact that I was my very first adult relationship. It was a coworker that I dated and broke up with, and then he stalked me, shot me point blank in the back. I have a bullet in my spine and it's still there, and I was paralyzed. And I turned to the same light that was within me that all of you have. We are all miracles. We are all made with the divine within us. And I turned to the divine after 5 weeks of being paralyzed, and I made a sacred contract with God. And literally, I just said, I will give you my life, but I need my legs back. And that was a Saturday night. And Sunday morning, a bolt of energy came through the top of my head, and I was miraculously healed. And it has been a journey, because even though I had that physical healing, there was still a lot of emotional healing that I had to go through, so that's why I can relate with people, like with my clients, that the outside can look really beautiful. They could be like making six figures or seven figures or whatever. They have the perfect family and the perfect husband or whatever. But there's something deeper around the worthiness, or there's something deeper that is in their head playing over and over and over again that keeps them in fear instead of faith, and keeps them
Mm.
in the dark instead of the light.
Yeah.
And so that is how I was really, this is a mission that I'm on. I truly, truly believe that when I made that sacred contract, that was, and that I honor that sacred contract. And I am just feel so blessed to have the support that I do from not just only the dolphins and the whales, but my other helpers and the divine, the self. I literally work with the divine energy, and it has given me the ability to have perception and understanding and visceral feeling when I work with somebody, what's going on with them. And
Wow.
I literally just lift up the veil and go in their energy field, clear it, heal it, and fill them full of light so that they can shine and radiate and do the work that they're doing. And that's why I'm so happy to be here with these incredible women, with the Women's Spirit Festival, and working with light workers, because literally the light workers, it's this time for us to ascend together, because
Yes.
one and one does not make two, it makes 11. And when you bring spirit in, that makes 111. By the way, that's the same page that I'm a best-selling author with Lisa Nichols and Neil
Very
Donald
cool.
Walsh, and all of them is on page 111 in the book Pebbles in the Pond. And I
That
know
just
I
divinely
cried when I
worked out.
saw that. Yeah.
Oh,
And so when we come together collectively, synergistically, and that with the times, and we can jump timelines, literally jump timelines, where you could be in the struggle and be in the pain and be in the weight, or alleviate that, take off that weight, and
yes.
just spread your wings and fly. And let me celebrate you while you're flying and be the wind beneath your wings.
What a precious gift that you get to be an uplifter for women, like filling them with light. Because just like you and everything that you've went through, and by the way, thank you for sharing that. Can you, if you all appreciate Callie's share, just put some hearts in the comments, some hearts in the stream. If you can go through the what you've gone through and continue to show up, like beaming and present and just like on a mission to fill women with light, anybody here can heal anything. And I hear you talk about worthiness, like that programming, like we can get physically healed, but worthiness. And with the women that I've worked with as well in my own journey, it all comes down to like this deep feeling from way back about worthiness. Can you talk about that a little? Like, why do we have this wound?
You're right. It seems like our generation, just that we've all come in and had to deal with this, and being having to go through the tumbler of life. And if we understand that the tumble of life is actually allows our diamonds to shine brighter, and
The
yeah,
tumbler of
the
life, because we
tumbler.
get polished.
Yes, we get to be polished, exactly, so that we can shine brighter. But so many people contract because it hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many emotional hurts that happen, whether it happens in your family life or in your work or in the school system or just out in the community or wherever, in like, in the church, doesn't matter where it happens, but we've all had to deal with it. And most of us will retreat, and hold that in. And like I say, like the heart doesn't actually break, it tears because it's
Oh,
a muscle. And just like we work out our biceps when we go to the gym, our
right.
heart gets worked out and it tears. And then when it repairs, it actually allows us for our heart to grow bigger and to be able to hold more capacity for love to be received and to give. And that is the whole reason we're here on earth, is to live in joy and love and prosperity and manifestation and all of the yummy, yummy things. And that's the difference, is knowing that our heart is here, it's growing.
Our heart
And
is a muscle. So I'm having a total realization in this moment. I'm like, wait a minute. Our heart, as I have maple leaves shining on my face, our heart is a muscle. And I know this about like going and working out. You want your muscles to tear. So that's a good thing. And sometimes it hurts after. Like you put them under that load or that weight or that stress so that they'll strengthen. Sometimes we feel like, oh, my heart broke and then we can't repair from that. But just this reframe, are y'all healing? Are you all hearing this with me? Put heart in the comments right now. I'm like, hold on. This reframe is so powerful, Callie. So hearts are muscles. You can strengthen them. It'll hurt, but they will grow stronger because of what you go through. And you're a
Yes.
testament to that.
Yes. And I mean, because all of us are imprinted in a certain way, we've attracted certain things to help us grow our hearts. And so it's not fun, it's not easy, but we've all had it. We've all had those heart tears. And that's my job, is to help you repair that and expand and live in your heart, because this heart is an incredible magnet. And that's actually, just so you know, the whales and the dolphins feel my heart because of the purity and the love that I carry. And that's what attracts them to me. And because they've explained that to me. And that is my mission, is to help everybody heal their heart, and then so that they can live in their heart and be the radiant divine beings that they're meant to be, that we all truly are. I mean, we are all divine beings here having an earthly experience, and my job is to help you remember
Help
who
us
you
remember,
are.
right? Remembering who we are and at the depths, like that's who we really are. And sometimes on the surface, like we were talking about earlier, it can look like you just get mad easily. Like, ladies, how many of you find yourself yelling at your husband or your kids or a family member and you're like, wait, that's not who I am? Or you get irritated by something out in the world and you're like, that's not my story. Like you're conscious enough to know, but you still find yourself just put triggered in the comments. If you
Or
find
beating
yourself,
themselves up. That's a big thing. A
that's
lot
a
of
part of
people
it,
then be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and I shouldn't have this, and I shouldn't have that, and they're shoulding on themselves. And
right?
we are not supposed to should on ourselves. It
Agree.
stinks and it's not good. And we are nobody's perfect. And this is a journey. And when we remember that these are all learning lessons to help us during this time of ascension, to develop our soul, reconnect to our souls and to ourselves,
Yes.
and make that choice. And every time you make the choice to be in love with yourself and love with life and love with you, all that is around you, that is when we have the magic happen. And I see it time and time and time again, like every time.
Every time.
I have 100% success rate with my clients, literally 100% success rate
Somebody
for
write
25
100%.
years.
25 years, 100% success. Somebody write 100% in
Yeah.
the comments down below if you would like to lean into something that actually works. Callie, this would be a perfect time for you to tell us about the gift that you have for everyone.
Yeah. So when we are our radiant selves and our heart is activated, we can manifest anything. And I know this not from just myself, overcoming paralysis and winning like trips and amazing things over and over again. I watch my clients where money just shows up instantly in their crypto. Like I literally have a client that gave an activation, and the next day $8,000 USD showed up in her crypto wallet out of nowhere. And she even contacted people and they're like, we're not missing it, just you keep it. Or like literally, or 2 days after I gave an activation, this amazing woman's dream job came, where now she gets to travel around the world and do what she wants to do and have her dream job. And it was literally 2 days afterwards. So
That's fast.
manifestation happens when you're in your heart and you're radiating at the highest vibration. And I've been teaching this for 25 years. If you look at my YouTube station, you will see, like, there's not a lot there, but the ones, like, literally you can see that this has been consistent. So My free gift for everybody is an assessment to see where you are in the manifestation. So it's manifestationfrequency.com.
Beautiful.
Manifestationfrequency.com. And you can go there or go to my website, which is my name, Callie Cares. .com, and there's the first green button that says take the assessment is right there, and it's free, and it will assess you to where you're at and the possibility of where you can be so that you can be sharing your light at a higher level and living the joy and love because you deserve it. You deserve it. You are worthy of an incredible life.
Kelly, I love
And
how passionate you are about sharing this with women. So, could they write it also? Could they write a word in the chat if they're like, wait, I can't go search right now? Could they write manifest, maybe manifest in the chat?
yeah, manifest or even put like 3 hearts because I've got the whole thing about three because of the one and then spirit. So you and I working together and spirit coming together. So three
Put three
and
hearts in the chat. If
three
you don't
hearts in the
know where to
chat.
find the heart emoji, you can put the word manifest and Callie will
Yeah.
connect with you directly so
Yes.
that you can get her beautiful assessment. And it's wonderful because knowing where you're at, like starting with facing where we're at, allows doors to open to where we really want to go. So I love that you're doing this for everyone. Thank you so much. While we're chatting about it, Callie has three amazing transmissions happening inside of Women's Spirit Festival. Like this interview is powerful, but it's not the main event. Women's Spirit Festival, the talks are. So, Callie, tell everybody about the talks. They're basically like a three-part workshop that's happening inside Women's Spirit Festival. Tell everyone about it.
Yes, 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 yes. So, search bar, put my name in, and it'll come up, and I will go extensively in how to heal your heart. And I also talk about the fact that there are negative entities that need to be cleared. Everybody has them, including myself, and it is a daily practice that we need to do and to let go because it could be picked up whether it's this lifetime, past lifetime, generational, or even gestational while you're in your mother's womb, things that happen that we are carrying that are not yours. You are a divine being that deserves to be clear and clean and activated. So there's three things you can go there and learn. And I am happy to if you reach out, there's so much that I can share with you. And I'm just so honored to be a part of this light workers coming together to love and support each other. And I mean, as you know, this was just on the heels of this whole New Earth Summit which is like so aligned with the baby whales that spend time with me literally have told me that we are birthing the new earth. And that's why I've been invited to be at the births of the humpback whales. And
Wow,
yes,
incredible.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
this
And
is really cool.
infused with those frequencies, these quantum frequencies that are beyond this earth, beyond what I can even explain. And my clients, that's what they even say. They're like, they feel stoned from the activations. They feel like they are euphoria,
Yeah,
like
total euphoria. They're like, how do I feel this way? Because you're really present and you're healed and you're filled with light. Oh, it's so beautiful. Callie, I love that you said like there's your talks happening and everyone, you're inside Women's Spirit Festival. So you just go to that little search bar. It looks like a magnifying glass. Type in Callie Cares and all of her beautiful transmissions will show up. You can dive in deep to her workshops, completely free all month long. So make sure that you do invite a sister to come and see this. And Callie even said you can connect with her directly. That's what's so special about Women's Spirit Festival is you can message her, follow her, like you can be in direct communication with our speakers for the entire month of the event and beyond. This is why we designed it this way. Like women love to connect. So we designed it so that women could connect. Okay, Callie, I want to ask you about the whales. Because
yes.
Callie right now is in
Okay, I
Mexico.
can.
She has spent a ton of time in Hawaii and like she's literally been in the water with these incredible animals.
Yes, absolutely. You might start to see spiritual tears run down when I just talk about them, and I hope that you can breathe into this because this is an activation with me talking about it. And if you would have asked me like 30 years or whatever, when I started 25 years ago, that I would be talking about being with in person with the whales, I would be like, what? But actually, it's been something that's been happening with me since I was a young girl. I didn't, even in British Columbia, the orca whales were so close to the boat that I would get sprayed from when they would come up. And I thought that was a normal thing. But
Yeah.
then I realized after when 15 years ago, when I got initiated in Hawaii and other places in the world by the whales, and they've told me, they're like, no, we're working with you because you are sharing this, you're dedicated to sharing it with the world. So they said, and I humbly say they have said that many have been called, but few follow through. And because I've followed through and I'm dedicated to it, that's why they keep working with me all the time, to the point where they have holographically come into my room and woken me up on a Sunday morning and said, there's a baby being born and that's your baby and you need to be with that baby. And that is like, and telling me where they're going to be. And I'm
And then
known
you go
as,
into the water and they're there.
and they're there and they come up to me and they infuse me with these frequencies. And I mean, I'm vibrating with it. And that's another thing, is that they worked me up to be able to do this. I mean, they started me with the dolphins, and then yeah, and then now I've had extensive time with them. And I feel just so honored and blessed to be able to have that time. I mean,
It's incredible. It's so
yeah, it
powerful.
is.
I had
It's
the
so,
opportunity to be in the water with dolphins as well in the wild, and it's indescribable. Like it's so powerful and so incredible, and it just is humbling.
yeah,
So the work, like, and that was just like a couple times, but what
yeah.
you've done, the extensive work that you've done is so powerful. I got to ask you this question. What's that movie?
What?
Avatar
Oh,
with
Avatar. Yes, I'm
the
total.
water one with the whales, like the way they communicate with them. What did you think about that?
I cried the whole time. And I want you to know that literally, I want you to know that this is the work that I've done and is like, it is profound and it is sacred. I mean, the first time that a bottlenose came up to me and pinged me, which is sonar, into my heart, opened up my heart and all my chakras, put a golden ring over the two of us around us, and we swam. I swam faster than I could ever imagine. The boat, it couldn't even believe me. They were like, how did you get down here? And it was like a friend's boat and everything, who like, and just so you know, he can hold his breath for 7.5 minutes and free dive 300 feet. However, he's not a healer and he's never experienced anything like me. So when I was telling him what happened, he was just like, you're a crazy lady. And I'm okay with people thinking that, like literally, because I hear what I say and I'm just like, this is really real, but this sounds crazy. So, but yeah, there was a golden ring around the two of, like me and this lone bottlenose dolphin, and we swam for miles and psychically telling me these different things about everything. And then I got upgraded to the whales. And so the whales, I want people to understand this because this is something that's really important to hear. And I've got a little bit of spiritual tears coming down. Um, the whales hold the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the earth. And they infuse it in their bodies, these big, massive bodies that are the size of like 3 buses, and even the small newborn whales are like the size, bigger than a car. And they hold the Schumann resonance, which connects the earth. So through the waters, because the electrical current goes through the waters, from the earth, through the waters, and then into their bodies. And then their bodies hold that resonance. So they're connecting the earth so that we're all one. And that is why I talk about the fact that even though I'm holding these frequencies and connected to the divine, we are all divine beings. And that is what we need to remember. And that is why they're doing the work that they're doing to keep us. And unfortunately, a lot of them right now are dying to get our attention. There's been 3 just in British Columbia in the last few weeks. that have been hit and washed up on shore, and like other times, and they're being strangled and everything like that. And we need to pay attention with what's going around us.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be morbid. I want to be impactful to say this. Like they are giving themselves over. They are beaching themselves so that we wake up and we get compassionate for our oceans and for our world and for each other. And that is their mission. And that is the same mission that I'm on, is to people to have compassion for themselves, and put the compassion down in there right now. Put C for compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for your journey, and compassion for this world. And
We need that
we,
like
yes,
so much. Like just hearing you talk about this is the ultimate goal. Yes, like that we get healed and we figure out our own stuff and we can move out of that feeling of not worthy so that we can actually make a difference for the beings on the planet and our planet itself. Like there's so much trauma, there's so much pain, people, animals, the environment, like what we've done to this earth. So hearing you talk, it's like, oh, yeah, this is the purpose of all of it, for us to wake up so we can actually fix what we did.
yes. And when you are activated, you will find the portals. There are portals right now in this world that is supporting us, that is like connected like to Lemuria and all of these other incredible places. And I have seen these beings, these dolphins and whales, come through the portals and take their physical form when they come through energetically, and they're here to do this work. And I mean, like, that's why I say that they are sacred beings from a different dimension that are here for us, to help support us, to help love us up, to, and I'm so humbled to be able to work with these divine beings and then share it with you all. And I know that everybody that's listening to this are people that are on a mission to help the world. And that's why, even though I work with celebrities and carry a celebrity ticket for these elite people, I am totally devoted. That's the word, that like devoted to helping the light workers, and to have a sliding scale so that I can help the light workers, because this is the time that we need to come together. This is the time. Put it T down, because it's time. It's time. It's like
And I
time.
love that you're making it accessible so that like every woman who's out there, especially those who are light workers, are like they need support too, that they can get supported by you, even though, like you said, you've got like celebrity client type like that, you're making it accessible for women to 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 access. So I say put the word manifest in the comments down below again, everybody. That's the word that Callie will come back and look for to make sure that she connects with you all personally. So put manifest in the comments so she can connect with you. This is so powerful. Like we could go on about like how we can become those light workers and all of the things, but I need to have you back for another interview
I
for
love
that.
that. I
Oh,
love that. I love you. I love this community. I just love what I get to do and
mm,
support all these incredible women that is part of this festival, but all, like just all the light workers around the world. Like literally, this is our time for us to come together and rise together. As this is the ascension time.
yeah.
Literally, it's time to ascend, and magic is possible. And I didn't even go into the fact that I have like had incredible supernatural experiences besides the dolphins and the whales, where I've been literally transported. I've had things manifest out of thin air. I've had all of these things, and I've seen it for my clients, and this is possible for you too. You're just as special as I am. You really are, you know? And I'm just so blessed to be here and to be sharing. And this is a mission, this is a calling. I love you all, and I want you to know that you are lovable and that you are worthy of love and you are worthy of this work. And mwah, 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 mwah.
Callie, I adore you. I love your passion for the light workers. If there's a woman here who's feeling like, I think I want to activate my gifts, like, how do I become a light worker? How do I trust it? What would you say to her?
We all carry that light within us. This little light of mine, I gotta let it shine. And we all have it. We are all everything in your life right now, you've manifested in your life. You are a manifester already. So let's get you activated so that you can manifest the things that you want, so that you can be living without struggle, without that pain, those, whether it's in your mind or whether it's coming out physically, or all the different, like, whether it's manifesting physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, we can clear that so that you can ascend and be at that high level of enlightenment and do the mission work that you are meant to be. And sometimes when I say light worker, it could be just that you are better for your family, better for your children, better
Yes,
for your community. You don't necessarily have to be a Reiki healer or doing psychology or coaching or anything like that.
exactly.
It's Yeah, the light worker could be you could be a dog walker. And the
And
thing is,
spread light and joy and help lift people up,
exactly,
right?
exactly,
It
exactly.
starts with us, and this is why I'm so dedicated to providing platforms where women can come together and get resources for healing and awakening and self-development and self-care so that we can do that. Like we can go out and be a better, amazing dog walker or family or mother or whatever it is. And I believe women have a ripple effect that they'll have on the world. And it starts
Absolutely.
with us.
It does. It does. And this is the time that women are rising so that the frequencies of the feminine is coming into balance with this world. And that is another part of this whole Schumann resonance, because Mother Earth, that's her heartbeat. So that heartbeat is now being like the womb of the world,
Mm,
right? So we are within the womb, and creation, and then becoming the creative yourself,
yeah.
and then creating the life, and then the love and the compassion. And that's who we are. Like I mean, men are built differently. Let's be honest. Men
Yes.
are, they're the warrior, and they have a beautiful place in this world. But the women, we create life, whether you're a mother or not. We create in this world, and we breathe life into our work. We breathe life into our community. We breathe breathe life into our families, whether it's your sister or your mother or whoever it is, or your brother or whatever. It's like we breathe life, and
Yes.
that is birthing the new earth, and it's time,
Yes. We
right?
are here in Women's Spirit Festival to birth the new earth right here. Callie, you're incredible. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your heart and your wisdom and your joy and everything that you are. I always love talking to you. So thank you again for this beautiful, powerful interview.
My pleasure, and I'm just so grateful to be here and with all these women and connecting with all of you. I look forward to hearing from you and connecting. And I don't know if you can see, but my eyes are all teary right now, because that's what happens when Spirit's talking through me and working through me right now. And so I just want everybody to feel the activation that I'm sending to you, to your heart, to be healed, so that you can live in your heart and live in compassion and live the joyful life that you deserve, because you are worthy, and I love you, and you are loved deeply.
Thank you so much. I feel it too. I hope that you all feel that. One of the ways that we give our speakers a round of applause is just write thank you in the comments. Can you all write thank you in the comments right now? And Callie can feel your appreciation and your presence for her as well. Callie, you are such a giver. So everyone, you know what to do. connect with Callie personally, search her name in the search bar so that you can watch all of her talks, put the word manifest in the comments down below, and of course, invite a sister or a friend to be here. Everyone, thank you all for being the best part of Women's Spirit Festival. We love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone. Thanks again, Callie.
Love you.